Hello everyone, this video will be a quick summary about update 1.14 and the big event, Tide of Corruption, that's coming at the same time. Buckle up because there is a lot of cover. First we'll start with update 1.14 and then we'll talk about the event and explain everything around it. So one of the biggest features in 1.14 is the custom ammo boxes that can now spawn in games. Those custom ammo boxes spawn at supply points, watchtowers and hunting towers in both Bounty Hunt and Soul Survivor. So basically you can switch your ammo type mid-game. Let's say you are playing Rival and then you find custom ammo box with slugs. You're just gonna hold interact on the box and it's gonna take as long as if you reload your weapon with a new ammo type. The next big feature is a weapon inspect. You probably have seen it, but all pistols, all melee weapons, the world spawned items and special weapons, they have inspect animations currently. This is the first batch of the custom animations and the more will be added in later updates. The default bind for inspect is I, but it can also be rebinded. Those are the two main features of the update, but there is a huge amount of quality of life improvements and balance changes. The biggest change is the flashbomb rework. Finally, it happened. The flashbomb has a preparation time before it can be thrown. So, enemy will have time to peek you if you throw the flash from bad position. Also, as many people requested, Bulwark has additional feature and it decreases the duration of the flash. The flash also cannot be looted during missions, and hunters in roster won't have it equipped. I think these changes will drastically reduce the amount of flash bombs, which is good. And on top of everything, the color of the flash bomb is a bit more grey, so it's not like pure white and it doesn't blind your eyes. Another big nerf is the shredder ammo for Nitro. In the past, it used to one-tap people up to 65 meters to body, had insane penetration, and did heavy bleeding on top of it, which was basically the straight upgrade from normal ammo on the Nitro. Now, Nitro Shredder doesn't have penetration beyond 41 meters, it can only penetrate thin walls, and it has reduced damage after the second wall penetration. And the one-tap range to body from 65 goes to 58 meters. Honestly, these changes are great, because Shredder ammo is still gonna be better than normal ammo for Nitro, which has one-tap range around 43 meters. Another weapon that received nerf is Nagant Officer Carbine. Last update, they made the recoil basically non-existent, and with high velocity bullets it was so good. Now as you can see, the recoil is a bit more different again, and it makes it harder to control it. And now the quality of life improvements. Quad Derringer can actually resupply ammo from ammo box. You get 8 bullets per ammo crate. And the flare pistols share ammo pool with the Star Shell ammo, so you can also loot it from special ammo boxes. But my favorite buff is the increased regeneration speed of the regeneration shot to be the same speed as normal regen. And if you stack it with Vigor, it's so fast. This is gonna be part of my every loadout now. All weapon melee variants got also big buff. They reduce the stamina consumption for the weapons, which means you can do more attacks before you get out of stamina with the melee attachments. And the price for weapons with melee attachments also got reduced. Finally, the Bonham got ammo buff, so from 10 ammo you're gonna get 15 ammo. And they increased the flying speed for the Choke and the Stalker Beetle. This change will bring the Stalker Beetle kills back. They also reworked Conduit. Now it's gonna work more as a team perk. Let's say you are playing a trio and all 3 of you have Conduit. Well, you always argue who's gonna pick up the crew. Now, if you pick up the crew, everyone who has Conduit in your team will get a stamina. The stamina is a bit changed because instead of 5 minutes you get 3 minutes, and the Conduit is gonna cost 5 points from 4 points. Decoy supply got also a slight buff, and if you have that trait, all decoys can be resupplied at special ammo crates. If you remember Shadow, that perk that makes you invisible from monsters, well, now you can get it in normal game. The only catch is that it's burn trait and you can only loot it in game. So from killing meatheads, finding the trait, or getting dropped from Scrabbeak, you can have a slight chance of the Shadow trait to drop. It's a burn trait, which means once you die, you lose it forever. Then we got a bunch of small changes, like increase the amount of max hunter slots from 50 to 75. There is a slight change upon banishing. Once you banish, there is gonna be audio and lightning on top of your body, so it might reveal your and your teammate's position. We got some audio tweaks, Rodjaw got a buff, and now it's more resistant to blunt, piercing and explosive damage. Also the radius where Rodjaw got triggered is increased. We got some new challenges and tons of bug fixes. Okay, now we will cover the Tide of Corruption event. So as you saw, we're getting new wildcard condition, the Dark Inferno. Inferno got back, but now it's reworked into nighttime, which makes it more pleasant for eyes, and it makes the nighttime a bit brighter. Of course, this will change the gameplay a bit, how you traverse the map, and if you are close to the fire, well, the audio is quite loud. However, it's a bit less loud than the previous Inferno, so it's not gonna be that annoying as well. So as always, there is a 3 pacts and each of them has 3 different traits. one normal trait, one burn trait, and one conditional trait, which basically enhance already existing trait in the game. So let's go over it. Let's start with the Demented Pact. So for one pledge mark, you can get a random trait and some $100 when you, on your team, picks up a clue. For 2 pledge marks, you can get a burn trait Remedy that's allow you to interact with the trait in dark side, and that triggers a restoration effect that's the same as banishing, which gives you full HP. And the conditional trait is a ghoul. It enhances the trait by if you damage the boss or the wild target, it restores small amount of health. Then we got the Death Pact, and this one is interesting. For one pledge mark, you can get a trait called Witness. When you are in dark side, dead hunters and dead monsters can be visible, so you can easily find bodies in forest. Also works in Beetle View, and if you get close enough, it triggers a health regen. For 2 pledge marks, you can get Relentless, which means that if you die, your hunter won't lose a health chunk when downed. That's a burn trait, so once it's activated, you need to pick it up again. And the trait that gets buffed is Vulture. Looting a dead hunter will restore 1 health chunk for 1 pledge mark. This can be very nice, because after you finish a fight, you can just loot enemy hunter and get your health bar back. But my favorite is the Infernal Pact. For 1 pledge mark, you get trait called Blazeborn, which gives you very fast regen when you are in the flames, and you cannot catch on fire. For 2 pledge marks, you get Rampage, which is a burn trait. If you kill enemy hunter while you are missing 1 bar or more, it triggers a banish effect. So let's say you kill a player when you are on 1 bar, you get full banish and you can continue fighting without healing. This is gonna be insane. And the trait that's enhanced is Bloodless. Bleeding stops automatically, so basically you are immune to bleeding. Someone shoots you with dum-dum ammo and it automatically gets cauterized. After 1 second the bleeding starts. Honestly, the Infernal Pact is my favorite because I feel it has the most clutch potential and a way to surprise enemies. Like always, you can choose to join those pacts on the supply point, and then you pick up the trait, which one you like. One change from previous events is that the burn traits can be stacked up to 3 times. So let's say you have 4 pledge marks, you can pick up the burn trait twice, because they cost 2 points, and you can stack them up to 3 times. Now we'll talk about the new weapons. We got the Baseball Bat, which is a small slot melee weapon that's actually blunt, and honestly, it's so fun. Then, the most controversial is gonna be Wetherly Cyclone. This is a semi-auto Wetherly, and it's pretty fast. Let me know what you think about it once you test it. We also got Uppercut Precision and Uppercut Precision Deadeye. Those are gonna be very popular, and it might even replace Uppermat completely. We got Springfield Bayonet, which is a cool variant. We got the Bonham Silencer, which is gonna be so fun variant. Also Berthier Marksman, and also we got new consumable, the Fire Beetle. Fire Beetle can burn enemies, and it has 2 meters radius, so I think it's not gonna be that annoying. And we got a bunch of new custom ammo types. Lagan Pistol and Officer can now have dum-dum ammo. Scottfield has dum-dum ammo and high velocity ammo, which is very interesting. Springfield has also high velocity ammo, so it's gonna be pretty fast bullet. And Winfield Sentinel receive dum-dum ammo. Like always, we got Battle Pass, which gives you a bunch of skins and new hunters. Also in the store, you can buy all Halloween skins that we had in the past, like Headsman or Mama Mai. The way to get event points is very similar to the last time. You get event points for picking up event clue, banishing a boss, extracting with the bounty token, destroying altar, interacting with the altar, looting enemy player, and becoming the soul survivor. Also you get event points in the challenges and Dark Tribute. So yeah, I hope you understood everything for this event, and if you have any question, ask me in comments. I'll reply to every single comment, so if you didn't understand something that I explained or you wanna ask, you can. Thanks for watching. Have fun in the event.